So we're going to Hanamura, home of Hanzo and Genji. I really like the Heroes of the Storm thing that they did with Diablo. I thought that was really sweet. It's like a 2-minute little cutscene to promote Heroes of the Storm. They have Genji fighting Diablo with Diva on, spoilers, on Hanamura. I thought that was really cool. It looked really good. I was like, holy shit. Only Blizzard could put out like that quality for free. It's just ridiculous.
Exactly. People complain that you have to buy some loot boxes now and again. You don't even need to buy them. But certainly some of the skins, although I don't think as much in Uprising, are worth getting for sure.
Yeah,
like good skins, but not for the heroes that I typically play. Zarya is still missing out on some glorious skins.
Well, everyone felt ripped off because of that Zarya epic skin, of course, which is just like giving her some sleeves and changing the color of the gun. Anyway, lovely home of Hanzo. What would be cute is if they put in the 3 slashes that Diablo left on the gates, but no. Jeff did actually say on the forums as well, if you follow forum posting in Overwatch, Jeff did say, it's not canon, guys. Diablo doesn't actually exist. So what has apparently left the game, we might want to pause, just in case we need to wait for him to get back, I don't know. Might as well just pause.
I'm just flying around the map as usual.
Yeah, I'm drifting around. I actually need to be very careful about how much I drift around, because I know it does make people a little bit motion sickness. We did manage to get the cart flag, though, in the pause screen. Lovely. He didn't say anything, probably DC. Yeah, so he's DC'd. He'll be back soon. It's going to be great editing this for the VOD.
Yeah, we've seen some really strong Lucia. It's nice to see more Lucia this week than last week. And I think you're sort of understanding why it's a necessity almost. There were some cases where Lucia was dropped, for example, like a Ana Mercy or Ana Zenyatta for much more aggressive lineups, but ultimately that speed boost and the damage as well. Let's not forget the new damage now is proving pretty strong. Luckily no ultimates were lost because the game hasn't started yet. But Saltwater attacking first, picking up Symmetra. Probably won't play Symmetra. But let's look at the defending team. Padawan not on Lucio, he's on Torbjörn.
He's setting up as well, so this...
He won't have time to sort of do this as a troll pick. This looks like how they're going to go about it. But they're only running one...
They're running one healer on the Mercy. No, sorry.
They have an interesting strat. Which is
Ooh. Ooh. Sorry, they're running the Ana.
News just in, guys.
Yeah. Breaking news. They have an interesting niche strategy they're bringing out.
Surfer from Afghanistan. We don't know why we put him there, but he has these. There's going to be crazy strats going on.
Well, the Torbjörn is there. Crazy strats are in place as battle has been joined, ladies and gentlemen. High ground now in dispute. RT has to back off immediately as Ocelot jumping high into the air. Have they spotted out the Torbjörn turret just yet? I don't think they've quite seen it, although they must have seen the spam now from Torbjörn. Of course, 15 seconds have passed, so you can check what the enemy team is running. This is going to make it kind of awkward for Matic to try and do much on the Genji. Of course, Torbjörn causing constant issue, but RT just instantly gets dived on, drops down low. Padawan getting dangerously low as well. Down he goes as well. Easy kills there for the Genji. Ben does pick up a nice kill there, but of course Zest getting surrounded as well. He won't be too long for this world. He's just slowly spinning around, basically slowly rotating, but the turret gets the kill. Oh, the Ginger Kid actually managed to keep Catalyst alive here on the Mei as well. It might be enough to sort of start stalling people up. He's trying to get rid of Zuby here, leaving the Ana alone.
Like, the turret is just in such a position where it, like...
It can shoot through the little window.
That's illegal. That's like illegally parked Torbjörn turret there. But running dive into this sort of lineup is just not really going to end well. You honestly thought that with the Genji, with Matic and Okiel and the Wisdom coming in together with Ocelot just
here
flying
they come.
The Maywall, that they might be able to do it, but they've got a
turrets
lot to
down.
do, and this Maywall's just going to just make it even more awkward.
It's slowing them down. Torbjörn's trying to build on the high ground, but he's being held back at the moment, and we do have a Dragon Blade ready to go. Hammer down doesn't quite come out. Dragon Blade has been drawn. He doesn't quite manage to find the target he needed there. Does manage to dash out of the Blizzard, so will just last that little bit longer. Takes down the Ginger Kid. Zuby frozen up, but nothing's there to really finish him. It's just Artie left on the point, and he's not going to be long for this world. Ladies and gentlemen, Molten Core is shouted. I think he did manage to actually get a turret up as well, shooting from sort of an awkward angle, doing a lot of damage. Turret gets one, gets two. Padawan coming out huge here on the Torbjörn, and he's just got Zarya left to fight, and he's got armor for himself. He's constantly healing himself. This area is incredibly low. Does manage to barrier up, but he's landing the right click. There's a Roadhog as well coming in. Zuby's forced off the point, and Padawan saves it for Shattered.
Who is this guy? Who is this fucking guy? Who does he think he is? That not only when the point's been taken with such, like, it didn't even get any percentage on the point at all. But the fact that he came back into the fight, didn't just jump onto it, but actually set up a turret in the high ground, and then, like, I'd never seen anything like that before. Like, that's just ballsy play. Like, the sheer arrogance. Like, I think we found the Messiah, guys. Like, it's the second coming, because You don't see stuff like that, especially in a final.
Oh my god! I mean, maybe it's the time to bring it out. We've criticised teams, you know, they bring out the Sombra for a risky strat, but how's this for a risky strat? Torbjörn defense. Going to Hanamura. Maybe Hanamura was the pocket pick. Maybe this is the plan they've had all along, because they're clearly ready and willing to go with this strategy. This is clearly causing issues. They do have Graviton ready, however, and there won't be a molten core. Here comes fire at will. Let's see if they can find anything on the point, as there is just a cluster 11 on the point, but we do have Oki out with the nano boost as well. They're hunting down Pavavan. We actually have the Winston actively trying to get rid of the Torbjörn. Finally goes down here, but RT to reinforce on the point. High value target goes down. Mercy goes in the res. Doesn't pick up. I think, no, sorry, that's the wrong team. So, yeah, Padavan staying dead, thankfully. RT now just left on the point, trying to defend it from the rear. We do see OKL just holding on, but not before RT and, who is it, Ben comes in and gets the kills with, and he clears the point once more. Holy moly.
0% on this point is unbelievable.
0%.
How much they've managed to, like, just get bodies on the point and protect it. It's incredible play that you're actually seeing from Two Girls One Twix on the attack. Like, there's some really strong plays that get the picks. But ultimately, it just doesn't mean nothing. It's not necessarily just Padavan's fault. But he's ready. He's
got molten core. And here it is. They're pushing in, and they're pushing into a molten core. They have to do it, though. They have to go in on these final 13 seconds, but they're just taking so much damage from that turret. Zuby's almost dead already, and they're going all the way around the back, trying to find a good angle to come in. For what 5 seconds remain, they've got to get on the point. They might just get knocked off it here. Winston trying to drop down it. He does manage to contest it for a split second or two longer, and they're starting to get some damage in. Matic gets the better of Catalyst, and how many to juke a lot of this turret damage as well. The turret's been rebuilt on the low ground. Ocelot doing a lot of damage here. The turret is shelling away from like 3 miles away. This Reinhardt now getting pushed off the point. They've finally put some points on the board, ladies and gentlemen, but Ocelot in a lot of danger right now. This Reinhardt still staying alive, finally goes down here. Padawan, let's get on the board with a Messiah here as he starts getting kills, as Reinhardt's just started killing him. He's just eking out on the point at the moment, finally gets cut down, and they might have just eked it out and taken this point. You've been probed, says Zuby, as they finally take it.
Just make it easy. Like, I imagine that Two Girls One Twix are probably squeezing out another Twix at this point, so to speak, just to try and like get this point. I've never seen teams work so hard to get the first point on Hanamura, but they have actually taken it. They've put points on it. I don't know if Padavan's going to stay as Torb in this case.
It looks like he is.
God knows where he put the turret otherwise, but he is close to another molten core. It's still 4 minutes left. But honestly, we just do not know. You can see where he's putting it. It's quite audacious considering you know that teams are going to try and take this high ground, but he isn't upgrading it at all. He's just trying to pick his positions, really. But again, I've never. He's going to get jumped on his own.
The thing is, like,
he's not going to use it. He didn't even have it.
McCree, high noon, he's called it out, but he hasn't found the kill. Catalyst actually gets the deflect there as well. I think blocks a little bit of damage. Does eventually go down there to the McCree. Sights called from the high ground. Artie in excellent position right now just to rain death from above. Ladies and gentlemen, Winston goes up there to get rid of him, but not before he kills 2. This might just be enough to clear out the point. We also see the Roadhog coming out glowing there as well. No problem there. And I think Saltwater's actually stuck in a bit of a dicey position. Does barely manage to escape, put someone to sleep on the process. Runs like the blazes, just keeps himself alive. Whew. Holy moly, is he off the Torbjörn? Yes, he is. Padavan is off.
Back to Lucio, and I think everybody's collective groan came in just like, oh.
Aww.
The most exciting play that we've seen all day, even on Lucio, for Christ's sake, it's just completely shown us how to play Torbjörn to the point that I've F8'd that footage. I'm going to use it at some point because that was crazy to see. Such a delicate strat with such a pick hero, but again, that's what we're seeing all day, is just these Sombras, the Erisas, causing a lot of problems with the turret. People just aren't used to it.
Catalyst going big here, getting several kills. Off-color throwing himself off the map in disgust. No doubt. No, it's just a respawn faster, of course, just to make sure they do it. Padavan gets a boop kill. I'm not sure he actually got the boop and knock off, or if he actually just killed him with the right click. I think it was the latter, but still. Well played there by Catalyst, coming in from the side, getting a lot of damage done, and they continue their hold.
They're ready sort of with a push. They have got the sound barrier ready. Off-color died very quickly in that fight, probably to make sure that she didn't take her time. She knows how important she is when it comes to this push. And they're going to go now. It looks like they're going to use a lot and try to outmuscle it. Zeph did get a good earth shatter in and managed to clear out a lot of people, and really this sort of looked easy. Off-color didn't actually manage to use the ultimate at all, so it was just a nice team wipe. But I don't think they used any ultimates. Yeah, they didn't at all, so that was a nice naked push to get some of the ultimates out of the defending team. So that might have been a plan, or they just failed to really get any opportunity to use any ultimates.
Well, they used Ocelot
in their favor.
ran in with the attack visor and just got deleted from what I could tell. I didn't have a good angle there to see what happened. You said Reinhardt got the Eye Shadow. They swapped to the Reaper,
I'm sure that he wasn't on 0%, but I think they were trying to go for it.
It's just swapped off the Reaper again, going back to Solid 76, so a little bit indecisive here.
Oh no, he did use it. I'm just looking back at the stream, so yeah, he did use it, my bad.
Trying to figure out what angle they're going.
Yeah. Like, he obviously, because he had used his ultimate, it's quite free to change, but they're going to go straight onto the point and just try and get some percentage on it, especially with the grab.
Artie's in such a good position.
But there is a Boostio, but it's on Padovan. Anything could happen.
It's Padovan. It's Padovan. Who knows? He could kill everyone. He's hunting for kills at the moment. Attack fires is coming in from Artie, but who cares? We've got Padovan hunting people down in the back lines, and he's doing the damage as well, forcing people to come out onto the point itself, and Artie just cleans up there with a big, juicy triple kill. Padovan scooping up the Boostio. Artie, I think, paid the dividends there and paid the bills with his attack visor getting the kills. Feels real good, man, as he set up on the high ground. Artie having a moment with Catalyst, just enjoying the relaxing. People are asking, how did he get up here? Yeah, some fancy rocket jumping action that will get you up on that high ground. You can also do it with a May if you're feeling super fancy.
Yeah, 40% on the capture as well, which is good considering they probably won't have another good push on it. They do have ultimates ready, but it's going to be difficult to go on and use it. They're just going to try and...
High noon, he's got the damage boost on him as well. Gets Padovan, deletes him before the sleep dart comes in as they start moving down onto the point. Let's see what Artie can see, though, is he's going to be the pivotal defender here as I fumble the camera, ladies and gentlemen, over to the right person. There we go. Dueling with Magic, still on the high ground, still alive. Beautiful, beautiful eye shadow that catches just about everyone. Heal grenade follows in. Zuby dangerously low on the point. Artie completely uncontested right now, shooting down onto the low ground, getting kill after kill after kill after kill. Matic just gets hammered, well, not even hammered down, because the hammer down came out earlier, ladies and gentlemen, just machine gunned down as Artie cleans up, uncontested on that high ground. Very well nicely positioned there, and an amazing hold coming out of Shadow there, showing off some brilliant play.
I don't know why you'd put Padovan on Lucio. Like, that's a weird sort of choice for Shattered to put a player that's clearly the messiah on a hero like Lucio, but then again, the plays so far have just been crazy, and it's gonna look more in their favor. Although taking the first point and getting 48% onto the second one is good. It's not anything to sort of shake your tail at, but I'd say Shattered are probably feeling really good about this push. So much so that Off-Colored is actually going for the Mercy. We're not seeing any Torbjörn play because I don't think it can be matched. It's a much more traditional lineup on defense here. But who knows what Shattered are going to throw on the attack. It looks like they're going to go heavy dive. And Artie honestly could play anything at this point. We may even see Sombra with the lineup that they're going, which might be strong, especially if they can get in on these big health packs on the left at the start, or if they can get into the high ground once they get into the point with a big health pack that's in there. Artie's probably weighing up that option right now. Yeah,
so they're making the decision. Soldier 76 seems to be the order of the day. Nothing too crazy on that defensive lineup either. Like, I mean, I would be intimidated to pick Torbjörn at this point. Like, how could you match what we just saw? How could you?
I warned you. I came into chat. I reported from Afghanistan that we were going to see some niche Torbjörn strats.
And now he's coming in like a crazy doomsayer, just wandering onto the set. I told you. I told you it was coming.
The end times are upon us, where the Lucio changes to Torbjörn, gets the play of the game in several situations, and then changes back as if nothing happened. Like it was some sort of metamorphosis that happened on like a full moon or something along those lines. Really
it was a fever dream. It was literally just Torbjörn against two people, and he just cleared them both out, no problem. It was... like, I know we're talking about this a lot because it's a novelty, but it was also just extremely well played, so it deserves the praise it sort of is getting.
I just can't believe the audacity to get onto the high ground to put a turret up when there was like 3 or 4 people on the point. He's just like, oh, no, I'm going to set up, this is fine, I've got this, and like, I don't know, call Seagull, that's crazy.
Anyway,
saying that we are into the match and it is looking like a much more straightforward defense. Ultimate's really
hook comes out, gets Ben.
That is a crazy hook on Ben.
And this might be a good follow-up.
Keep alive. But this actually does spread out the team as well.
Yeah, like they've actually really split themselves apart. They don't have a Reinhardt to cover themselves. The sleep dart stops OKL getting the hook onto the Winston as well. So Zest lasts a crucial moment long. But Matic, of course, is on this high ground, uncontested. Now bouncing over to the point, trying to get rid of Catalyst here with the help of that Reinhardt. Of course, Reinhardt doesn't give a damn about defense matrix. The hammer not getting deleted. How awkward would that be if that actually happened? Padovan dropping dangerously low. Will manages to juke to one side. Catalyst now just dancing around on the point, but not out DPSing the Soldier 76 healing on the point. That said, it's lasting and it's going okay at the moment for the defense that can. This... oh, he's just getting... he's off! He's off! He's gone!
What is wrong with this guy?
Padawan comes in with a clutch boot. That was on a nano boost target as well. Gets rid of that, and Artie is in position once more with the visor if he should need it. Zuby gets demaxed as well. So the world is his oyster right now. Rez comes out, but of course that's not going to pick off someone who gets booped. There goes the Diva bomb on the point as well. Gets double kill as well. Deletes Zuby. He's not going to be coming back off colored. Runs into a wall and thoroughly dies. Holy moly,
really
shattered.
well played there. The res just wasn't enough really. Padawan just knocking and nano boosted Matic off the map as well. Oh, it can't have been. He didn't use his ultimate. He still got it ready, but a nano boosted target knocked off with ease almost. Picking up Saltwater as well, who not really has the nano boost to sort of fight the point. They've got to get on it though. They can't really hold this high ground. They've got to be on the point pretty much at all times because they can't give any.
Sights from both sides, but the defense matrix doesn't shut down Artie. Nerf this and hammer down, coming down onto the point. Bomb goes off, deletes Ben, and this should be the end of that point push as well. Catalyst, he's being bullied, basically staggering his spawn. He's just going to jump off and die to get back to the rest of his team as soon as humanly possible. And there we go. So looking like, well, the momentum has been stalled slightly. Attack Vice is coming out on both sides, but the Nano Boost will be ready for the offense on their next push. Could be going on to the Winston, could be going on to Ben, who might be looking to do that Graviton size. Let's find the right people on the camera. There we go. As team's starting to push forward now, setting up once more.
I think teams can meme in team chat. I don't think that's too much of an issue, especially in sort of downtime between it. But like the fight is going to be on the high ground. Four ultimates used. Nice charge in there by Ocelot, but it's booped well away by Padawan, who's now
Diva not in position to catch this. This could be an opportunity to try and get the grab off, but no, they're holding on to it now. Diva is in position to block whatever's going to be trying to come out here. Ben trying to do what he can to displace this Diva, but they're keeping him alive wonderfully. Ben running into the enemy spawn so far, I think, at the moment. There we go, finally moving on to the point here, trying to get set up. There goes the grab, catches a bunch of people in the corner. This could be what they needed to take this point as it starts taking up here. Winston is back on the point, but he's just completely isolated at the moment. Will go down in no time at all. OKL drops. They've got to get it to 50%, and there might not be enough time for someone to get back, in fact, especially if Ben is just standing there. And yes, they do. Shattered. Take Hanamura.
Really straightforward attack, really. They didn't need much to sort of break on through, but everybody's looking at that defense and how utterly crazy it was, and just I don't really know what to say. If we saw some Reddit Lucios, that is a Reddit Torbjörn by any stretch of the imagination, and just really well played, really sure why they were the top seed. But I'm heartbroken that this isn't Padawan on the Torbjörn.
Okay, no, I think this is the Shadow that I missed, and I mean, yeah. Oh. That's kind of the ideal as Reinhardt, isn't it? When everyone just clusters in a corner and there's no barrier there to stop you. You just get everything and hold M1 and get a free play of the game. Feels good, man.
So Shattered are one win away from winning this out, but Two Girls One Twix do have the choice of map that they're going to play. Padawan has changed the icon to show that he is the messiah amongst all of us like normal newbies in Overwatch. He has ascended to Brazil, apparently.
To the Summer Games 2016 is what he's ascended to.
Or 2017, we don't know.
Maybe. No, it says 2016 on the...
Yeah, I know, but like we might see it again at some point.
Ooh.
We're going to see it again, I imagine, but that's another topic for another day.
Well, it's another topic for now, basically, because we're waiting for teams to decide what they're doing. But I'm going to just round up this video just in case I do decide to split these up into individual games. Feels like a good idea for how long they're going. So this is the Scrim Central Scrim series, second week, I guess. That's how I'm sort of phrasing it. Shadow 2-1 up. The one more win to clinch out the series. Definitely check out the next video in the series as well, and I'll see you there.